Hey guys, and welcome back. So an update to my Atemoyas and the graft scions, and here is one of the scions. This one is the Lisa Pry, and as you can see, it has tons of buds. Look at that. I would say what maybe what 15, 20 on this small scion right here. So this is about 2 months old. I've grafted this season in the spring, 2 months. New growth came out along with the buds, lots of bud. But that is just for the graft. The whole entire tree here. This is my Gaffner. For this season here, I did not fertilize it good enough nor on time. So the number of buds have decreased dramatically. So there's not a lot of buds this season, and a lot of them have already bloomed and faded, and I could not match them up, male and female at the same time to get them pollinated. So a lot of them have faded as well. Here is another scion. This one I believe it may be the dream variety, and the leaves are a little bit different than the Gaffner. Here, let's see. So here you can see the two. This one is newer, but so it's a little bit more yellow, a little bit more translucent, but you can see that they're different. So this is another graft. Nice new growth, no buds yet. You can actually, it depends on, so right now it is mid-June. So you pollinate in mid-June through July, late August even. So it depends on the time of the season. Coming up here in a few weeks, I may, cut the top, cut the branches, the leaves, and then force new growth to come out at those nodes. And as they come out, new bud should comes out with them as well. So I may force some bud in that way as well. Here, this, let me see, zoom in. So here you can see, this has bloom and faded. I'm not sure whether this is set or not. None of these were hand pollinated yet, and I do know that that bee and insects, they do they do pollinate some of these guys sometimes. So I'm not going to yank them off. So here it may look like it's set, but it's not. It's dry. Okay. So here, over here, this is another graph. This graph here is about, this graph here is 2 years old. This variety here is my unknown variety on the side of the house. Some buds right there. But overall, the tree is very healthy, in my opinion here. This is the maybe fourth or fifth season here. The leaves, the complexions, and it's green. It's not yellow. It's not small. Not doesn't look like it's being with carrying any disease or anything like that. So overall the tree is very healthy. Beautiful tree. At the beginning stage of the season here with the leaves not yet bushy, uh, and uh, and buds that have already faded. Ideally I would want to set a couple right here, but I only see one bud right here at the moment. See, zoom that a little bit here. There it is, one bud at the moment. This is the beautiful bud. So hopefully I can get, timing right with the male and female. Here's another one. So ideally, this is where you want to set, a thick branch here so it can support the fruits. Last season, I had Atemoya overload, too many fruits. So this year here, the amount of buds here should be okay, but I would like to see a little bit more. Since it's still early season, I'm okay. I'm not worried. Later in the season is better. That's when the flowers line up a little bit better. Male and female at the same time. But overall, tree is very healthy. Here, this is the chamoy root start, but the base here, base trunk here, it may be about 1.5 inches. So I would like it to be about 4 to 5 inches. To have a very good, well-established, sturdy tree. But regardless, it is a very healthy tree in my opinion. But not a lot of buds this season yet. Look at that, beautiful. This may be the biggest. I'll let it be. I'll let that branch grow, let it fuller. Kind of trim back every season, so to increase the girth of the main trunk there. and you know, the scaffold branches as well. All right. So this is my African pie. Same thing, very healthy. This one is a little bit slower in, you know, in growth wise compared to the Gaffner. The Gaffner usually tends to pick up a lot quicker than the APs here. So here's a bud that is a male. However, this the guy has bloom into the male phase. I would say maybe it's 18 or 19 hours or 20 hours already. You know, by 24 hours, the paddle should start to fall down. Here, this one is a little bit more further along. You know, you can see the paddles already wilted, very wilted. So I'm not sure how viable these the polliners, like right there, already fell. The polliners are for these flowers, so I'm not gonna even waste my time to pollinate. It's still early, still very early in the season, mid June. So I still got the entire July to do it. So if anything, by the end of June, and I don't see a lot of buds, then I will try to force some more out. But here, female, ideally, I would like to pollinate this, but nothing to pollinate with. Here's another graph. This one is the red Gaffner. It's a little bit behind. It's very behind, to be honest. You know, it's just starting to come out right there. So very behind. But as you can see, you know, once the leaves just start to come out, a little bit yellow, not yellow in a way that you know that it is being overwatered, but you know, as they grow, they become a little bit more green, lush, deep dark green. And here, this one is a little bit more advanced. The leaves here do get a little bit bigger. Here, they get to a little bit bigger than this, but you get the idea. This is the African pride. Here, I have a lot more buds right there. This one here already fell, but I'm not gonna cut it off in case it is set by bees or whatever. But ideally, this is where you want to set a thick branch to hold up the fruits. It, you know, it makes things a little bit more beautiful, in my opinion. Here's another uh, graph just about to come out. I think this is the dream. Here's another one. So I know that the AP is the slowest to come out. So and it is the slowest to ripen. When you know, when it's ripened, when the fruits are ready in January February timeframe. So this tree here makes a very good tree to have if you are looking to have fruits during the Chinese or the Lunar New Year. It's right on time. So down here, this is the Cherimoya rootstock, maybe 2 inches wide. This is the Atemoya right here, 1.5 inches. So like I said, I want this to be, you know, 5 inches wide at least. But this here is another ideal location to have some uh, fruit set, but nothing yet. So I'll probably cut this back later in the season and take off the leaves, so new growth will come out, and along with them would be buds. Here are some more buds. This is this is a good location to set, but here, all right, bloom faded. This is more than 24 hours, so I'll let it be in case it's set. But AP, the buds here, it can get a little bit bigger. Here, this one is a good size. It can get a little bit bigger, even like down to here. So, so I did not fertilize this guy good this season. Uh, should have. It's okay. It's catching up time right now. That's fine. So, another look. African pride, beautiful and healthy tree. Okay, let's go over to my Lindstrom and take a look. Alrighty, this is my Lindstrom, and right away, this was the last fruit of the season. It was cut the other day. It was a gift, but what I want to show you is this graph right here. This is my red Gaffner. Look at that, beautiful new growth coming out, yellow green, very healthy compared to this right here, Lindstrom. No buds, no buds yet. Oh, there is one. There is one bud. If there are no buds when it's time to pollinate, I'll probably cut it and force another bud out. I would like to to get a fruit on each of the grafts this season, just for the heck of it, and to enjoy it. A little bit impatient, but it's okay. 2 months old. So you can see the graft tape already starting to break. So you don't really need to, if it's truly graphene tape, then you just let it be. But here, this is just tape. So in about another month, I will probably take this off and let this breathe, and so it doesn't rot. But the leaves here, the Lindstrom, the leaves are big, like big, big. This is nothing yet. It can get like 2, 3 times as big as that. This guy here is bigger. Here's another graph. This one here, this one is a PPC. Right away, you can see the difference. The leaves a little bit bigger, a little bit. I'm sorry, the shape is a little bit different. It's a little bit rounder. This guy is a little bit more pointier, coming out yellow, green, translucent, healthy looking. It doesn't look like it's disease, any disease on it. So no buds, no buds yet. Some of the notes they haven't come out fully yet. Coming out, it's coming out. Kind of tough to zoom here, but I was afraid that this wasn't gonna come out, but it did. So very happy. Beautiful leaves. So Lindstrom, the idea of it this year is to clear out the bottom as much as possible to see my pond. Set all the fruits up here. But I don't see I don't see a lot of buds yet. Here's one that already faded and is done for the season. Here's some more. But this tree is a late bloomer. It comes up pretty late. So here's another bud. Beautiful. That can get very big. But ideally, this is where you want to set, some on a thick hard branch here. But no buds. Oh, there's one. There's one right there. So hopefully some of these guys will line up properly with the male flowers. But here, nothing down here. So I'll probably do the same thing later in this, another week or two. Probably cut the top and take off the leaves, and hopefully new growths are gonna come out along with buds. Here's another bud. Uh, Nothing out yet over here. So yes, Lindstrom, this tree is very healthy, very vigorous. It can grow very fast, very bushy, leaves big, huge, huge. All right, let's go over and check out my last tree. Okay, this is the last tree on this side of the house, and here is the branch that I broke off earlier when I came and check out this morning. This branch is actually right here, going to the house. It doesn't need to be there, so I broke it off. But here, this one is PPC, is a little bit later, a little bit slower behind versus what I just showed you at the Lindstrom, but that's okay. Not a big deal. This tree actually bloomed late as well. Here's some buds, a couple buds here, couple buds here. I want to show you guys something here. So some buds that look very, very, very beautiful, very symmetric, no deform, no defect. But some buds, it is, it's deformed. Here's one. And typically for buds that are deformed, like this one here, the fruits are going to be deformed as well. So most of the times I just use pollen from these guys here to pollinate. I don't really set these guys because the fruits are not going to get to its maximum potential. It's not going to look pretty. If you've been following me, I like things to be neat and pretty. But can't zoom. Here, you see. Okay, I can zoom now. Look at that. So already faded. I'm not sure whether this is set. I'm gonna let it be. If it's set, great, keep it. If not, then try it again. This tree is a little bit more, it's bushier than all the trees. The leaf stick is really big as well. Look at this. Look at that. Bigger than my than my hand. This one is huge too. Look at that. They get bigger than this. Believe it or not, they do get bigger than this. So very early in the season, here is another graph. I'm not sure what this variety is, but you can tell it's different. Um, so here's the joint. You can see the graft tapes are. Let me see, zoom a little bit. The graft tapes are already breaking off. So if it's true graft tape, then they'll just break off. If it's not, like this up here, this I look like saran wrap. So I have to cut this in a month, to let this area breathe. Or else, if you keep that, it may, it may fail. Let's see, nothing here. I don't see any buds here. No, no buds. But ideally, this is where I want to set. Not not hard enough yet, but it's doable. Best better than all the other places. But I will probably have to come in here and just cut the tip and the leaves, and then force some more buds to come out. This as well. This is growing out. No point. If I cut right here, strip the leaves, and some of the branches that grow into the house here, probably take care of them later. But overall, healthy tree. Beautiful. So this is where my Atemoyas are at the moment. If you guys have already set your fruits, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. All right, that's it, guys. If you would like to stay up to date with me and my trees, my grafts here, and see what the new varieties, look like, and I might even try to, once this, once the grafts take maybe a season, I probably graft another variety at the end here. Maybe one, two, three, four, five varieties, just like that. One fruit, one fruit, one fruit, one fruit. That's gonna be something, right? It's gonna take some time, but maybe that's a good project, a fun project to do. All right, that's it, guys. Subscribe if you would like to stay up to date with me and my trees. All right, have a good day.